problem pretty soon, I think, with Marty Cragger, although he seems to have kept him at bay fairly well. Hayden's ridden brilliantly, considering his foot hurts like hell, and he's coming to the area where he leapt off last time, as indeed Gordon Blackley did, and he's back in pit lane now, and well, just a little dazed. So
counting the cost, I think.
Yes, indeed. Privateers, of course, paying for their own machinery, not like this lot. They're getting paid for the privilege.
Still hurts when you fall off, though.
Yeah, there's no amount of pay that stops pain.
And there's Hayden we're thinking of there. He was, as you said, Keith, a casualty earlier today.
There's been a lot of them this weekend.
A lot of blokes are limping around this paddock.
Yeah, they really have been in testing and qualifying. There's been a hell of a lot of people off at Snellerton. I think it just goes to show you how hard these guys are prepared to try and go to win this championship.
Yes, absolutely. This is now, without doubt, the best the best national Superbike championship in the world, with the possible exception of Japan, which is of course populated by works riders doing testing for the factories. Hello, we're in the 106 mile-an-hour bracket, courtesy of the Stalker.
And a big flame out of Stalker's exhaust pipe there on the overrun down into the S's. So Chris Walker, he's on it. Here he comes. Watch out, Hodgson. Walker's after nibbling your bits.
What a horrible thought. And Reynolds appears, I say, just to be dropping off the pace of the front two. Three-quarter distance coming up.
Russell chicane again. Don't blink, that's where it'll happen on the last lap. I almost bet you. I'm tight with my money, said Julian.
Yes, the bookmaker won't give you very long odds on that one, I feel, Kate.
Paul Jones on another Kawasaki is the next back marker. Number 12, Paul Jones.
A large Welshman.
As we come up to Sears Corner. Oh, dear me, right out on the white line. I'll tell you what, the level of commitment from these boys at the moment.
The body language in that shot of Walker snapping back onto the saddle and under the bubble.
For me, it was the amount of tarmac they're having to use to keep these bikes at this pace. They're going right out to the white line and quite often beyond. Jonesy then gets zapped down towards the S's now. Does Walker slip through as well? I'm sure he will. Even if Jonesy was in the way.
Yeah, Jones, not a bloke you want to ride through, but he's keeping John Reynolds at bay, though. Reynolds definitely losing touch with the front two now, Keith.
So, bomb hole on towards Coram Corner. It's now a two-horse race. John Reynolds has given best by the look of it to these two in front. It's the usual suspects, Hodgson and Walker.
Steve, spectacular high side there. Look like you winded yourself. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just knocked the wind out myself for a second, but I just wanted to get up and get out of the way. You know, you never know. When you crash early in the race, like the first start, you never know if the race is going to be red flagged and it's going to be a complete rerun. So it's always good to get back to the pit lane early, just in case you can get on your spare bike, you know. But yeah, no real problem. Just got a bit excited, a bit early, and upside down, unfortunately.
That's not like you to get a bit excited.
Not much.
Upside down Steve Plater then with Claire. She gets a smile from him anyway. So Hodgson still leads. We're talking to him in a moment through Clara. And it's again Walker.
He looks the boy. He really does look aggressive as usual.
Yes, I was going to say, what look had he got, do you feel there?
Alongside this time, no, he sticks in the slipstream.
And it's given Reynolds a chance to close up by the look of that camera angle there. So, watch out for Walker. He really is. He's just looking for that slight mistake from Hodgson to slide up. They really look so equal.
Indeed, blue flag for the back marker.
Waving like merry hell.
Redgate.
Yes, well, on another Kawasaki, the Team Carrera Racing Kawasaki. So Redgate gets moved to one side by Hodgson as they come down a Revit straight. And we are in the closing stage. They're on lap 18 of 22.
Is Walker actually wanting to pass at the moment, or is he just trying to harry him into a mistake?
Well, I tell you, when you look at pictures like that, I think he wants to be joined at the hip with Hodgson. I mean, they really are. I can't believe he's putting that much pressure on Hodgson without intending on making a pass. I think he's trying to harry Hodgson into a mistake, because if Walker manages to get in front of Hodgson, and they are, as I've already said, so equal out on the track in performance, then maybe if Walker can harry his way through, Hodgson, like Walker is at the moment, will be frustrated in second place and just can't get by.
You're right about Reynolds. He's back up with him. I thought he'd become semi-detached at the very least from the dice for the lead, but JR on the third Ducati there, number 3, is still there.
Oh, up the centre straight, up the hill again. That Suzuki looks every bit as fast as the Ducati.
Certainly by the time they get to the end of the straight, Keith.
Well, I think it looks pretty good coming out of the chicane as well. Walker is good he's a hustler in these tight little turnings where you're in bottom gear or something like that. He really hustles a motorcycle into them. Long, fast sweeping stuff, I would have said, was the domain of Hodgson and Reynolds. But when it comes to a hustle, when it comes to a fist fight, it's really down to Walker, isn't it?
Well, is that a characteristic of the motorbikes as well? That Suzuki is easier to turn. than the Ducati?
I would say it was more to do with mentality.
And that's right, so you're saying it's down to the stalker. And Reynolds, Mr. Nice Guy, still right there, will be a very unnice guy, given half a chance last lap or before. 19 laps gone, nearly 20 gone of 22.
Bottom corner now. This is where Walker really harries that Suzuki and slides into behind Hodgson. Oh, Hodgson backs it in on the brakes into Russell chicane. Oh, gone are the days where that used to be a damn near flat-out corner through there. They've changed it completely, hence my day.
Well, you used to push start up this hill, didn't you? Always worth a laugh.
Oh, thank you for reminding us of that. At least you used to have to pay to watch me do it.
Yes, that does hurt. That really does hurt.
Sears corner. Again, it is Hodgson leading from Walker, from John Reynolds. These three have been static throughout, and I can't believe it's been so exciting that we haven't seen a passing manoeuvre.
We haven't. It's just been tension all the way, though. If there'd been a mistake from any of these guys, two men would have mugged him. Hodgson starting to pull a gap. Is he? A little bit. Walker's half a dozen bike lengths off.
I think Walker's just loading the gun.
Reynolds thinking much the same way in third place.
I'll tell you what, this is round 5. Remember, you can see all of this live. Round 6 is from Silverstone on Sunday, live on Sky Sports. 4 hours of Superbike and support class racing. You won't want to miss any of it. Don't miss any of it. It's all on Sky Sports.
Hislop behind Craggill now. Here's why.
Let's take a look, Steve Hislop. This is the onboard camera looking back up the Revit straight as we're about to go into the braking area, and the left-hander, yeah. Across the grass, there it is. So Hizzy was in front of Craggill. You saw Craggill coming from behind. I wonder what the mistake was going to be. I thought he was going to outbrake himself down the slip road, but he didn't. Lap 21 and 22 at the S's. A lap and a third to go for Hodgson to win this race. Can he do it, or will they do what they did at Alton Park? It will lend him certainly a punch up this time round if they do that.
I think that'll just be the lawyers, Keith, exchanging fistfights.
Actually, as far as team managers go, Paul Denning, I can't imagine him up against Colin Wright.
No money on him at all if it comes down to that.
With a haircut like Wright he's got, he'll be a Glaswegian kiss.
I remember.
Good night, Denning. Oh, look at John Reynolds. Don't remember anything. Just watch John Reynolds. Last lap time, Reynolds almost went off the track there to stay with these two. Back markers in the way. Get out or you'll die. Here comes Hodgson and Walker.
Wrong place for the back markers. Right in the way at turn 1 at the end of the start finish straight.
26 is David Wood. He's in it for the Privateer Challenge as well. So Davey Wood's right up there in the Privateers. He's out of there now. Hodgson is attacked by Walker. Walker bites his bum into Sears.
This is serious stuff, and don't forget we still have the S's, the bomb hole and the dreaded chicane to come.
Yeah, not to mention the big fast right-hander in the middle of them called Coram. Down to the S's. I know, but that's why you're a journo.
That's correct. I don't want a motorbike here.
Down towards the bomb hole. We come now. Hodgson just about holding on from Walker, but Walker all over him like a raincoat. Here comes Walker, turning the power on. Coram curve next. This is a frighteningly long fast one. If Hodgson lets it run out wide, Walker will have him. No, he doesn't. Walker's so tight to the curve, he's putting dust up into the face of the back marker and Reynolds, who is stuck with third place. Hodgson is going to win it. He's into the Russell chicane. All he's got to do is turn the power on now. Hodgson then up the hill. Oh, but here comes Walker. Walker. Oh, Hodgson. I don't know what's happened there. Hodgson must have a bike problem. He must have a bike problem because Walker passed him up the hill there on the centre straight. Chris Walker, they call him the stalker. Well, he's just mugged Neil Hodgson. He's nicked his handbag on the line. Incredible stuff. Well, look, Neil Hodgson there, he did congratulate Walker, but it was a hard thing for him to do.
Oh, Chris Walker, patience is a virtue. You never thought you'd say that about him, did you? John Reynolds in third place.
And Reynolds gives congratulations. Paul Dennon kisses the mechanic. Well, he might do. Where did he find that horsepower from to pass him on the straight, he's wondering.
Absolutely. What happened there, Keith? Something happened in that chicane to Hodgson, surely.
Well, certainly Hodgson, either a mistake or a mechanical failure, but we can look now. Chris Walker confirmed the winner by the narrowest of margins from Neil Hodgson. John Reynolds third, Hayden a brave fourth, Neil McKenzie finishes fifth, John Crawford an equally brave sixth, Marty Craggill seventh, beating Steve Hislop after that grass tracking excursion. What a race indeed. James Toseland finishes in ninth place, Michael Rudder, Paul Brown, Sean Hammett, John Crockford, the first of the privateers. So despite having a massive crash in amongst that big melee, he actually comes to the line as the highest placed privateer. No doubt about it. Even with Walker's positioning on the track, it's Reynolds that still leads.